don't play basketball. Just saw me play basketball. Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro. Let go. Back and forth, bro. I've been hurt somebody, bro. No. Yo, we sliding through the town, man. We sliding through the town. Got the birthday boy. Yeah, also. Yeah, we on the 5th. Yeah, the 5th boy. Like this, I got one for you now. I got a 6-1 coming home.
All the evidence that they presented when Takeoff got hit up, they matched every single thing that they found at that crime scene with the text messages from J. Prince Jr. and them phone. I want y'all to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you a fan of Takeoff. The feds, they moving in. They just got everybody and all the evidence that they needed to proceed with this case. Now, we thought that Quavo, he was the one who actually didn't know that they brought that same gun that they had in that cot inside that bowling alley. But the feds said that Quavo, he was aware that they had a whole big old 9mm right there on the seat. And then he had passed it to the dude in the back. And the dude that was in the back, he went in the bowling alley with it. Now the feds, they have a 99% conviction rate, and they come and get people when they least suspect it. Now you gotta keep in mind, this happened over 2 years ago, and everybody who was right there, they knew exactly how it was gonna transpire and who they was gonna come pick up, because the dude that brought the gun in there, he gave the gun to Lil' Cam. So by him having a piece on him inside the bowling alley, once the dice game started, Lil' Cam ended up getting a piece once he walked up in the building before he even went to where they were shooting dice at.
You know, when you think of a bowling alley, you think of family, fun, parties, entertainment. The last thing you think is going to happen is a shooting. The last thing you think is going to happen is your life being in danger. Why would the first thought be to even take that piece in with him?
I'm gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, you throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, you know, and the truth of the matter is, you know, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of, and when reality, the truth of the matter is, you know, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be taking these positions that you taking, you know what I mean? And I got people everywhere, so I hear all kinds of things. I'm gonna just say this to you. Don't never put me in no position where, you know, I have to defend myself.
Hey, first off, y'all speaking on my real brother. I don't know what y'all niggas got, what y'all niggas got going on. Y'all niggas speaking on my real brother. How dare one of y'all even speak on me and Tate relationship? I don't know you from a can of paint. Y'all know how me and my brother rock. You trying to clear your face. This your 5th interview. You done did about my brother. You ain't think about his mama. You ain't think about the family. We ain't said nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing but you. Man, who y'all think y'all is? John got it. Ain't nobody going for none of that, bro. I ain't studying none of that shit y'all talking about either. And if you heard something from me, I'ma tell you it's gonna come from me. Call my phone. Y'all going off of he say, she say. Then y'all supposed to be this is who y'all supposed to be. And y'all on interviews and it out on an interview. Talking about I said this. Call my phone, homie. You call my phone, we'll have a conversation. They gonna talk about all that plant internet games. I don't.
Everybody ready? Good. All right. Afternoon, everyone. Chief Fenner here with Mayor. And Mayor, thank you for the support. We're here to announce an arrest, but before I do that, I always start with that human element. I spoke to Takeoff's mother early this morning, and my prayers, and I ask that all our prayers continue to go out to her and his entire family, his close friends, the city of Atlanta, and all of Takeoff's fans around the world. We lost a good man, and I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. But everybody, the hundreds of people that I talked to, spoke on what a great individual he was. We have a special relationship with the city of Atlanta. I want to make sure that stays intact. I want to thank them, the family, and everybody else for patience, allowing us to work through the evidence and the facts, which is most important. I also want to thank our investigators here today.
You're going there to celebrate a friend, their success, their birthday, whatever the case may be, and it turns into a complete chaotic situation unnecessarily. At the end of the day, people lost their lives for no reason, over an argument, a dispute, and then an innocent bystander is the one that's struck.
Nobody cared about that basketball game that they was talking about. It was all over the dice game. They threw it off with the basketball game because that was the last thing that they had an argument about after the money situation. Now, Takeoff, he was an innocent bystander. He walked right up into the gunfire.
Unexpectedly, he was just there to celebrate his friend. Then you look at the differences of atmosphere. You know, Jay Prince Jr. is supposed to be like the protector of Houston. He's supposed to be the one that they check in with. Hey, I'm here. I'm your buddy. You're keeping me safe. Whatever that chit chat may look like. How do his friends feel now when they can't even go to his party without having to worry about their safety?
They got to do extreme measures just to go out there now, because everything that happened with Takeoff, people are scared to even go out there to even meet Jay Prince and them. Jay Prince and them, they under investigation, and the feds already said they coming to get every single last person who had something to do with it. You gotta understand, accomplices. It was a lot of people who was out there, they recorded stuff on their phone, and for a person to sit right there and be recording an argument, and then when they start the shooting, they still recording.
At the end of the day, it proves time and again, you have to watch who you hang out with. You have to watch who you associate yourself with. People are either going to do good with you or do bad with you, and you could be the next victim. Nobody would have thought that going to a bowling alley would have ended in a tragedy. And that's exactly what's happened here. Another friend, another artist, another father, another brother, just gone.
They said 3 people got hit up.
Senseless violence. And that's what we see all day now. It is so heartbreaking. There is no reason that we have to live like this, move like this, and act like this. They need to get their shit together.
Yeah, because certain things, you have to really be mindful of the places you go and the people you hang around, because these same people who Quavo and Takeoff came out there with, where they at right now, what they doing right now, they not saying RIP Takeoff. They not telling Quavo get well. Like, at the end of the day, I want y'all to know this sad.
It is truly sad, and another family just heartbroken. I hope they get justice, and I hope they get it quickly. I hope that everything in this trial is exposed for what it is. I hope enough witnesses actually speak up. They've got the surveillance. They've got the cameras from the bowling alley. They've got the cameras from the parking lot. They got the cameras from people who were recording on their phones. They have all of that. They have the forensics. They have enough to indict.
The dude that left the bottle right there, the bottle had fingerprints on it, and the fingerprints matched the fingerprints on the shell casings that was used when they took the shells up out of Takeoff. Like, at the end of the day, that's sad, man. And they should have never even put themselves in this situation, because they knew exactly what they was doing. Y'all knew y'all wasn't supposed to pull out no piece and start shooting regardless of what's going on, because it was too many people out there. It was a bowling alley, and the bowling alley was inside of a mall. You don't even supposed to have that in the mall. They gotta get charged for it, 15 and higher. Like, at the end of the day, it was a lot of people around, innocent bystanders.
And you know what? Thank God that nobody else severely got injured besides that group, because again, it wasn't a mall. And there's families, there's children, there's mothers, grandmothers. Like, come on. I will never understand the senseless act of violence. We went from the old days of a fist fight, maybe a knife fight, to, screw it. I'm gonna just pull this out and you're done. It doesn't make sense. That is meant to be for your protection in the case of dire straits, not, oh, this is what I'm just gonna do. Come on now. It's okay to have a disagreement. It's okay to disagree, to agree, to disagree, whatever you want to say. But it's not okay to just take another person's life over nothing.
At all. It's senseless violence at the end of the day. And you have to be cautious of the people you tell to protect you. Because these same people will be standing right there and still let something happen to you, knowing that they got to make it home to their family, but they ain't thinking about you happen to make it home to your family.
Oh no, it's very much self-centered thinking. I'm worried about me and only me. If I'm a friend, I'm gonna worry about my friend. If I'm a brother, I'm gonna worry about my brother, and so on. The way that these people move nowadays does not make sense. We're not out here to achieve goals. We're out here really for selfish reasons. And okay, we might move as a unit when it's convenient and beneficial to everybody, but now, you know, someone else's life is on the line for prison. Who's gonna stand up and say, hey, I took blame? No, they're gonna let them take the fall.
Exactly. Man, RIP Takeoff, man. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're a fan of Takeoff.
You gotta imagine the amount of evidence that is actually piled up against them. There's probably more than one person that's gonna be indicted at the end of this. Right now, we're looking at one trial, November 9th, 2026. But that could turn into more as more evidence is exposed, as more forensics is put on the table, as they move through that courtroom and all the legalities to that. You can only imagine what is going to be unearthed in this trial.
Who's the witnesses that they got right there that they said that they're going to use to testify and say that the dude Clark actually was the one who did it to Takeoff? But we know for a fact Quavo started it. But they're going to have to pick a whole jury for this situation.
And they've only allowed themselves a few days to do this. They have not fully released the witness list yet because they do not want that tarnish. To pick this jury, they're going to have to weed through hundreds of candidates because J. Prince Jr. is a known figure. All of these other people, they're known and people know them. And when you're a juror, you can't be biased. You have to be like removed from the situation and have no interaction with these people at any point in time. I don't think they left themselves enough time to actually pick this jury. They left themselves like 5 days. If you look at other cases, it takes way more than 5 days to fully select a jury. And if you don't do it right the first time, you're looking at mistrial, you're looking at case being thrown out, you're looking at a lot of different odds. So they can't misstep on this. It's already been 2 years. And these people want justice. These families deserve justice.
Everybody knew that the dude Clark, which is DJ Pat, they knew that he was going to eventually have to do some type of time for this, and they said they looking to give him 25 to life. You shouldn't have never did it. You shouldn't have never involved yourself in this at no dice game with nobody, regardless of what's going on.
All I can say is it sounds like dice games out there are deadly. Every time you turn around, there's a riot after a dice game. If y'all can't play nice, don't play at all.
Exactly, and they said that they had some type of loaded dice. As soon as they saw that it was a magnet at the bottom of the dice, that's when they started investigating and looking at it like, okay, this was something that was actually, it was caused by whoever did that to the dice. By that person doing that, man, they was ready for whatever because they already was strapped.